Join us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Coogan Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
you get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.
This is Umar for IFL TV. The weigh-in hasn't commenced yet. I'm joined by Frank Smith. Something that has commenced is what, Eddie Hearn v Simon Jordan Part 3? How did that go, do you know?
Eddie came away, he said he won, easy point, easy points. Might have been a KO victory actually, but I just gave Simon a thumbs up. It's the biggest interaction I've ever had with him, so I think we're going to squash the beef and have a cuddle.
He doesn't like you, I think.
Really? Why?
I don't know, I think there's, with him and Eddie, there's obviously Needle, but I think he actually doesn't like you.
Why though?
Have you not seen his comments about you?
Yeah, he called me a goblin the other day. I mean, that one cut deep. I don't mind being called many things, but don't call me a goblin. Goblin's just that one step too far.
Frank, across talkSPORT and just generally, amongst fans, there has been this debate whether talkSPORT have got an agenda against Anthony Joshua. I saw a piece actually with Darren Bent where he said, well, Anthony doesn't really give us much time. All the interviews we have with him are pre-planned. It doesn't work like that with other fighters. So do you think talkSPORT have an agenda against him?
I think all different organisations have different relationships with people and they have preferences and get on with some people different and we'll put out a different message for people. But it's not new, is it? And I think we just have to get on with it. I'm sure there's some people who say X, Y, Z's biased towards Matchroom. So it doesn't really, I think that's just life. That's why we have to get on with it.
So you feel there's no agenda towards you guys from them?
Oh, I do. No, what I'm saying is I do believe they have preferences to other promoters and they'll push us harder and they'll ask us questions and they'll feed a narrative a bit more with us, but so be it, is what it is.
I just heard Eddie say on that as well, through Michael Benson actually, that Saudi reps are in town, you guys want to finalise things, so I don't know whether you can say, have you guys, has AJ agreed terms for that Wilder fight?
Everything's nearly there. There's still work. Look, there's still work to be done. It's not signed, sealed, delivered. But we've had great relationships with Skill Challenge. We delivered some amazing events with them, and very confident that we'll get this over the line very quickly.
This has got a bit of a deja vu feel to it, though. Obviously with Miller, who failed a test, and then last-minute replacement. Everyone was talking about the Wilder fight. So for AJ and his team, it's obviously full focus on Helenius this Saturday night. Yeah,
100%. Look, we're not even talking to AJ about that next one yet. It's fully focused on August 12th, as it has been, all the way since it was supposed to be Dillian Whyte. That continues to be his focus. He's always a real professional, and I think he's been through these tough times now, where with late replacements, different opponents coming in. I think over time you get a lot more experience with it. I think he's in a good place mentally, and then we move on. Sunday, I'm sure we start talking about what's next. But he's fully committed and head set on August 12th.
Coming to IFL Live on Sunday?
Might do. I've got a birthday party, but I'm going to try and make it. My missus might divorce me, even though we're not married. Pre-divorce me, but I will try and be there because I don't want to miss IFL Live.
Frank, can you say whether there's a rematch clause in this fight?
Yeah, there is a rematch clause. Yeah, it would be standard, as with any fight like this. But that is just natural. That's our job to do as well. As a promoter and management, you wouldn't be doing your job if you with someone like Anthony Joshua who didn't do that.
And the testing around Helenius, obviously you only finalise this on Monday night. So has he been tested whilst he's entered the UK?
Yeah, he would have had doping tests, I'm sure. Look, the thing is with random doping tests is they don't tell us when they're testing people. But that's something that we put in place, and I'm sure pre-fight they will be testing for sure.
I think he's in the WBC rankings. I might be mistaken. So he probably has been randomly tested by the WBC.
Yeah, WBC rankings. Also, where he had other fights, he probably would have been party to testing by different commissions as well. So, but they've been a great team to deal with as well. To be fair, him and all of his team done everything very, properly, and it's been great to work with them.
Refunds-wise, Frank, how are we looking on that? I think Eddie said the other day only a couple of hundred.
Yeah, I think look, it wasn't a show people originally bought, hence why we gave people refunds, but we're very happy with the position, and we're going to have a packed out night on Saturday at the O2.
And just lastly, we heard that the purse bids for Adelaide Wardley have been pushed back to September 13th, so of course there will be talks going on behind the scenes to reach a deal. So what's your knowledge about Fabio talking to, or Dillian Whyte's guys talking to Queensbury about doing a deal there?
Yeah, possibly, you know, but we're still talking to Fabio as well. We'll see what happens. You know, we've had a great relationship with Fabio. We'd love to keep that going, so we'll see what happens.
Are you guys going to make Adelaide an offer?
Probably. Let's see. I mean, look, I always think purse bids are great fun. You know, I enjoy those. They're a good laugh because you get to see what the real value of something
Everyone
is.
keeps pulling out recently.
I know. Well, we won one this week, so we're 1-0 this week.
Boston.
Yeah. So we're 1-0 on that one, so it's all good.
Cheers, Frank. Thank
Join
you.
us for the very first IFL Live at London's Indigo at the O2, Sunday, August the 13th, with me, Cook and Cassius, and some very special guests. Eddie Hearn, Darren Barker, Johnny Fisher, and more. Tickets now on sale. So in the words of Eddie Hearn,
You get up, you dress up, and you fucking show up.